Welcome back. Andrew Rink, Justin Smith here for Getting Real with Real Estate. And today we're talking about why people buy what they buy. You know, are there social psychological theory? Is there any behind why people buy?
Well, there's the ABC theory of motivation. We're talking about Glengarry Glen Ross. It's not that ABC. It's always be closing.
Always be closing.
No, this is A would be it talks about the reasons why people buy what they do, and so A is the antecedents, the reasons that what comes before. B is the behavior, in this case like the purchase itself, what you or another person does, and C is the consequences of that behavior. So if you're thinking of you want to cross a stream, A is you on the one side, B is perhaps a rock in the middle that you could step on to get to C, the other side, which is your goal and the outcome. And what we know from research is that 15% of the reasons for buying come from the antecedents, you know, what's kind of been driving the purpose, or the purchase. But the 85% really comes from what people perceive to be the consequences of the purchase, the behavior, what they expect to get out of the purchase. So that's what people are really trading their money for a promise of better future for that particular property.
So if you're selling your home, how can you use this to your advantage?
Well, as a seller, you want to sort of decide what story you want to tell in order to showcase your home. So that's why, and we've talked about on the show before in reference to staging. That's why staging is a big essential part of selling your home. So setting your house up, the dining room table, having it set so people can come in and see that, okay, we can have a dinner party here, or having your living room set for different scenarios. So, at the end of the day, as a seller and with the help of a realtor, you should try and decide, how are we going to solve the problems for the buyer? Because at the end of the day, that's basically where this whole theory is coming from, solving the problem for a potential buyer.
So you were talking about the theories. Are there times when people get away from those theories?
Well, there are. It's difficult to sell your house. It's not comfortable if you're, you have to keep it clean, and maybe that's the natural way that the next person is going to live in that house too. But you want to, if you have a nice fruit bowl out there, someone who's buying the house is thinking, yeah, if I live here, I'm going to eat healthier because there's this fruit here, or this is really organized house, it's nice and clean. If I live here, I'm going to be organized, I'm going to be neat, I'm going to be clean. And I mean, I do the same thing. If I'm buying a flat screen TV or something, I want to buy thinking of the enjoyment I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to have a bigger picture, have more enjoyment from that. Same thing for real estate.
So you're building it in their head, what
could be possible, what could be possible, and that's what really drives the motivation. So.
Right on. Well, thanks guys for being here. Andrew Rink, Justin Smith from RE/MAX. And if you want to get a hold of them, if you need some help in the real estate market, you can get a hold of them. PropertyPartnersRealty.com.